Hi all, welcome in. Okay, so I have channeled a message which I will post, but I will get into. So I have some pre-channeled messages that were coming through too before. I haven't pre-shuffled. I just realised. So these are just channeled messages that were coming through, but I will shuffle and get some cards through after this. So three main words that came through were expansion, greed, and fortitude. Um, and I said, why greed? And I got nothing for that. But did go on to get. But the message that come through earlier, there was a actual short message that didn't correlate with the actual channeled message, and that was talk is cheap and so are they. The one who celebrates another's downfall while they reap the rewards for a deed not done, came through. So it looks like that somebody is taking credit for somebody else's work, it seemed like, or laughing at somebody's downfall, reaping rewards for somebody. Like it's giving me like they've taken something away from somebody which is making them happy but making the other sad. Like it's like an injustice. There's some injustice, some form of greed I'm getting, in regards to that. So that was coming through, but expansion and fortitude. Okay, and then beauty, self-love, and expression, pride, and prejudice coming through. So, sunshine, and then sunshine on a river bend came through. I don't know. I asked, is that right? No, yes. So sunshine on a river bend. So maybe you live on a river bend. Maybe you're the sunshine that's coming around the corner that's going to be illuminating the emotions. Confidence, courage, strength coming through, fierceness, bravery, and valor. So maybe that's what you're shining. You're shining the confidence, the courage, the strength, and the fierceness, the bravery, and the valor. And then we got gold, silver, and then I got Pennywise. I don't know. I don't like Pennywise. I don't like clowns. So Pennywise is a clown, an evil clown in It. If you've ever seen that, that was coming through. But I'm getting red thinking of that too, and balloons. The balloon, there's a red balloon in that, so that's coming through. So maybe you're celebrating something, a gold or silver anniversary, maybe, with red balloons. I don't know, that's coming through. Or maybe they're celebrating you. But the next song that did come through after that was On the Wings of Love, by Jeffrey Osborne. The name Jeffrey did stand out, so that might be significant to you. But then Osborne stood out, and it made me think of Ozzy Osbourne. So actually, the name Ozzy may be significant to you, or maybe you're an Aussie. Also, Milwaukee stood out to me too. There was a comment, and that word Milwaukee stood out. The song was also made in 1982. It actually was a bit nostalgic for me. Actually reminded me of my childhood, because I grew up in the 80s. So also happy, gave me a great sense of happiness and love. So that's what this song is bringing through as well. And it made me think of Dragon Rider. I brought a new deck called the Dragon Rider's Oracle. So maybe you're a dragon rider, but also in that song it talks about flying above the clouds. So that also makes me think of dragons and angels, and both of those came through. An angel in disguise. The song's talking about maybe she's an angel in disguise. So you may be an angel in disguise, or So, or someone sees you as an angel in disguise. They're crazy about you. Two of us coming through, timeless coming through. So this might be like a soul connection, a twin flame, like something like that. Something that, this love is timeless. This love is like gone over, I was going to say generations, I don't know why, gone over, timelines. Childhood memories, so I had childhood memories about that. So maybe that this person has childhood memories of you too, if it's an actual person. I was watching a reading too the other day, and it talked about a message of three capitals coming through, and I also noticed that today with the song to JML were the capitals that were coming through, and she Blue Phoenix, her name is, she talked about three capitals, through something significant about three capitals. So take that how it resonates too, because this is three capitals that came through, three initials, JML. Those initials may be significant. J may be significant, M may be significant, L may be significant. It may be your name, somebody else's name, or the initials of like a business, I'm thinking. So, and I got through you should be mine. So maybe this JML, or maybe somebody is thinking that you should be mine, the person that's singing that song. Maybe it's unrequited love as well. But then I got through moon magic, contemplate, celebrate, organise and rearrange. So maybe around this full moon, because today when I'm doing this message it's a full moon. So if you're watching this when I post it now, so maybe contemplate, celebrate, organise and rearrange things, because the full moon is probably, like looking at that says to me that it's going to be bringing in something that you need to celebrate, something that you need to contemplate and organize for and rearrange things for this new beginning. Okay. But also got to flow with magic, spells and casting over. So I think like I got that you should flow with the magic around the full moon. Go, maybe cast. I'm getting female too. That's not what, but that's standing out to me. Cast female spells, female casting. Okay, so there could also be a female, which has been coming through lately, about a female sorceress is casting spells over you, or you could even be a female that's casting spells. Okay, take that how that resonates, but definitely flow with magic. Go with the flow under the full moon. Follow your inklings to do whatever it is that you need to do. God's green earth came through, over God's green earth. So, that saying, over God's green earth. So I looked it up and it gave me the thing of nothing would make me do that. Like, over God's green earth, I will do that, so maybe somebody's trying to make you do something and you're saying over God's green earth. But it also came through environmental concerns are at the forefront, maybe at the forefront of your mind, or maybe that's a collective message at the forefront of the collective right now, are environmental concerns. But there's also God's Green Earth was a song that I noticed, so by Tracy Lawrence, and the funny thing is that my last name is Lawrence. So it's just, I don't know, synchronicity. And that was a male with blue eyes. And in the song it was crying, that he was crying. And I also got blue eyes later as well as being significant. So, and then also, and then the song blue eyes, baby's got blue eyes. But in that song it says dancing in the rain, and that made me think of crying, because he talks about crying in that song, and he has blue eyes. So maybe you have blue eyes and you are crying at this time. over frustration at environmental concerns, because that was coming up. Bee pollination came out as well. So environmental concern could be around the pollination of bees needing to pollinate the plants. So that's a huge environmental concern. The fact of the land, green significant. Okay, so no, I didn't look that up. I don't think. Oh, okay, so the statement, the fact of the land, came out. Oh, the fat. Sorry, the fat. The fat of the land. So that makes me think of, I think it's an Australian saying too, the fat of the land. So working off the fat of the land. So maybe that's a concern for you, or a concern at the moment too. We're taking too much from the environment, the fat of the land, like we're, because I, at the moment I'm connected to Mother Gaia as well. So some of the messages I channel are through her. So there's a significance to look about the fat of the land, that we are taking too much. I think that we are taking too much of Earth's resources right now. We're living off the fat of the land. Okay, so, and green was definitely significant. I saw a lot of green today. Green makes me think of nature, the earth, seeing we were talking about earth, but also emotional healing to heart healing. So see, everything green is standing out to me. It's definitely significant. I don't even know what this stone is called, but this is on my prosperity plate. I'm trying to think what this is. I'll try and find out what this is, and I will post it in the description. But yeah, so green's definitely significant. There's a lot of green stones that are standing out to me right now, especially my sphere, which was standing out to me when I got that God's green earth message. So also a baby and a child was significant, standing out for me. So, and then yellow was around that, happiness. So maybe there's a happiness around a child, a birth, a pregnancy. And then the sun and the moon came through with balancing the emotions surrounding the sun and the moon. So but maybe it could be balancing the emotions around the child, because sun and moon gives me masculine and feminine, and that's balance of the masculine and feminine around a child. So take it however it resonates for you, but that was coming through. Holding the world in your hands, an offer of love, expression. So you may be holding your heart out to another, offering love, an offer, expression of love, or that is coming in for you. Somebody is offering you love, or an expression of love, so a gift of love, like roses, or I don't know what it could be, whatever is significant for you. It could even be, I was going to say something small, but I don't feel like it is. Feel like it's actually a grand expression of love. And the number 17 came out around that, which I put them together to come to make 8. So 8s could be significant, or the actual number 17. Opportunities arose without a care for others. And then Pixie Land came through. So it seems like somebody gave an opportunity or took an opportunity without considering others around them as well. And that's coming through with Pixie Land. So pixies mean to me, like, pixies could also be trickster energy as well, because they are tricksters, but they're also fun and but maybe I was getting trickery around. So maybe someone tricked someone out of an opportunity. So that coming back to that greed and that thing. So okay, we'll see what comes out in the cards, but that's what was coming through. So yeah, definitely be keep your eyes open, pay attention to the, a trickery or deceit or something, or you may hear about this coming through. 4:55 on the timer then. Oh, actually it was 14:55, which to me he says 555. So so that may be significant as well. Maybe you're seeing 555. Awakening emergence on the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're going through an awakening right now. You're emerging. This is standing out for me, the Ankh. So maybe Ankhs could be significant for you. Ankhs are protection. Egyptian deity Ra. I'm trying to think. I don't know, like I get you are emerging out of this emotional sort of state into a higher, becoming the star. So I don't know, so maybe after emotional turmoil you will rise to become who, like I'm getting to become who you are, seeing that you are a star. So maybe you're emerging to believe that you are this star now, like self-love emerging. Okay, so hang on, we'll see what comes out. What does the collective need to know? Please and thank you. Right now for the highest good. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I have Eight of Hearts, codependency, and then before that come King of Trees, architect. Let me just see what else comes out. Maybe there's a codependency with the King of Trees, which is a King of Pentacles. But I'll see what comes out, because it's sort of architects like building strong foundation. But then we have codependency, so hang on. Okay, we did awakening come out again, emergence, and expansion. We did, expansion did come out in the channel messages. The universe. I'm getting world again from that card. Growth, expansion, blossoming, expanding. Like I get this as a universal knowledge, understanding, expansion. Maybe you are emerging from this codependency. Like you've gone past. You're emerging from codependency with a King of Pentacles. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be, or you have grown out of this codependency. Take it how it resonates for you, but growing out of this codependency, you're emerging and awakening to the fact that you have been in a codependent relationship maybe, or you have been codependent on another. But you're awakening to this fact and expanding and emerging and becoming the true star that you are, because you have a higher perspective now. You're speaking your truth with the blue there and opening up to the universe, your connection, a higher connection to the universe. So you may be I got shedding then. So you may be shedding, what I was going to say is like an emotional flow, releasing, because you could, you're going through an awakening. So it is causing your soul to emerge, to emerge to a higher vibration, to up level. So, so I see that you're releasing trauma, you're releasing this codependency, you're releasing the emotions, and you're expanding and becoming a visionary. An earth angel. you're opening up your heart again. Your heart is growing, expanding. Your third eye is expanding. You're releasing. I definitely, you know, I get this crying in this card. So, so definitely releasing and expanding right now. Stepping into your soul purpose. Stepping into your true authentic self. No longer dependent on others for, you know, self-love. I'll grab those two. Okay, so we have creation and exploration. Okay, exploration is huge. That come up in the channeled messages. Definitely about exploring your path, exploring who you are. You know what I mean? A lot about experimenting, you know, and Ace of Stars is the creation card. So it's like, so ideas, an epiphany, a moment, an idea, you know, all that, like, it seems like you're going to get an idea, or, you know, or you need to research and explore different avenues. You know, if you're getting whatever your heart's calling you to do, paying attention, you know, I'm getting throat chakra too, blue. So speaking your voice, exploring, maybe singing, exploring, I'm getting love, but this is creation card and your path. So maybe it's what you love, exploring things that inspire you, things that you're passionate about, things that you love, things that inspire you. But I'm also getting earth. So it could even be something to do with you're a visionary when it comes to earth. I get an earth science. So and you've got guidance, you're the teacher. So guiding, you know, maybe guiding the earth. I'm getting guiding the earth. Guiding others to expand the earth. There's something definitely around emotions to do with nature, the earth, expansion, growth. Oceans, rivers, seas. You know, we did have sunshine on the river bend. So, yeah, so take that however that resonates, but it's something to do with the earth, with the nature, with earth science, you know, what was coming through. So I'll leave that card there. Okay. So this is the Earth Power deck too. Any messages for my collective, please? Okay, Cathedral of Notre Dame. The feminine divine is alive in all spiritual practices. Yes, it was coming out, the feminine. Places of power remain places of power. I am full of love and tolerance. So, that's coming here. Like, I'm going to put that down near the codependency. So, so maybe you're tolerating another right now. Maybe you're tolerating this codependency. Maybe you're tolerating, like, the negative aspects of self, the codependency, like maybe maybe you're tolerating, like, I'm getting like the matrix, the authority figures, the church. I'm getting like church, religion, hierarchy, hierophant, you know, But also, you know, this gargoyle standing out, the darkness sort of thing, you know, because it's got to do with earth as well, like tolerating the darkness of humanity, like the evil doings to the earth, like, you know, crying it in the injustices of the world, the injustices of Mother Gaia and stuff. And she sees that. She knows, you know. I'm getting also like Mother Mary as well. So maybe you're connected to Mother Mary. Anything else? You also may be on the stage too. I'm getting like three as well. 3 on the stage. So maybe you and 2 others. You being the light in the center. But you all form one circle. You all form a united front. So, and justice. I'm getting justice and law as well. So, okay, Kobekli Tepe. Connecting with my higher power is a timeless act. It is within my DNA. See, that's the thing again. It's coming out. Those 3 capitals. I don't know if you can see. DNA. Okay, sorry. So it is a natural and useful part of my life. So definitely the 3 capital letters may be significant, you know, or yeah. It is natural and useful part of my life. So definitely needing to connect to your higher self. I'm getting death from this card and rebirth. So maybe you're going through a death and a rebirth, or maybe this death is a natural. Maybe there's a death around you that's an natural part of life, or someone is dealing with a death and knowing it's a natural part of life, the cycle of life. A higher power is at hand. So I'm also getting like a higher power being at hand with a death that is around you. But I'm getting rising from the ashes, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. So it may even be the death of an old self, you know, the death of an old self, and you're rising to a higher vibration. You're rising with the sun, to the sun. You are the sun. Okay. Gob. Bog. I'm getting bog and gog and gog. Gob and bog. Something maybe about a bog. I got some cards the other day too that were the labyrinth cards. I don't know, you probably saw that. I don't know if you saw that post, but that was a bog, the stinky bog, you know, in that film The Labyrinth, the stinky bog. So maybe you're arising out of the stinky bog, or maybe someone's in a stinky bog. Take that how it resonates. I'm getting like cemetery death from this card though, so don't stress. I don't think it's you, but it could be, as I said, the death and revival. Is that, you know, death is not an end anyway. It's just the beginning of another cycle. Like Bayakal, I can be independent and successful. I can be alone and not lonely. Being different can be a source of power. There is magic in the world and I can perceive it. You're definitely magical. You definitely can perceive. You can see through the veil. You can perceive the magic of the world. You can see the source of the power. You can see the beauty in everything. The beauty in a sunset. The beauty in independence and being alone and taking time to yourself and spending time in nature and things like that. I can be alone and not lonely. Yes, you can, because you are the visionary. And you need to go. So I'm also getting it, you may need to go into nature, spend time alone to explore this new beginning, explore your creations, explore your passions, explore your self. On the bottom we have magnetic North Pole. I'm getting North Node from this card. I am flexible but consistent. I am magnetic. I know my purpose, my own true north. Okay. So you, I'm also getting, you know where you're going. You're following your guidance. You're following your north. I'm getting heading home. So, you know, it could be that death and rebirth. You're coming back to self. I don't know if you noticed, I'm feeling I have to do it again as well. So I don't know if someone you know does this. I don't usually do this, like tapping each finger, but that's coming through, that energy's coming through. So I don't know, take that how it's significant, or maybe someone does that. I don't know, but I was getting on the finger, on the thumb. So counting, I'm getting like a child, you know, a child that counts like a tick or something, you know, that I don't know, take it how it resonates, that counts on their fingers or does that to calm self, or yeah, like an autism thing or something. So maybe that's coming through. So take that how that resonates for you. But it's significant because I never do that. Oh. I'm so excited. I got this as a new deck that I got. It's called Animal Guide Rune Cards. Okay, by Dawid Lipka and Bartosz Mazik. Hopefully and it won some awards. I can't remember exactly what awards it won, but I really liked it. So we will get 2 of these and see what comes out. So these are just the, you know, your runes, but in a card form. Pretty cool, I think. Okay. Oh my God, this is so relevant because when I was doing the pre-channeled messages, this card came out in, you know, I saw it in my mind's eye. And wait 2 seconds, I'll show you. On my chair, which was also significant standing out to me, is this cushion. I don't know if you can see. It's actually a peacock. So it reminded me of that card. So peacocks could be significant, but definitely blue significant. This card is Anzus, a knowledge, speech, and intelligence. So I believe you are now speaking your truth. You are now speaking the knowledge of the divine, speaking truths. You're highly intelligent. You're highly knowledgeable of like world knowledge. You know, going back to the message, I'm getting world knowledge. Coming back to self-expression, beauty, protection, guidance, and care at the bottom of the deck. I'll take that one because that's standing out to me too. So standing strong, you're protected, you have a protective, you know, you're protected by the divine, you're protected by the sun and the moon. You protected by higher knowledge. So your higher knowledge is protecting you right now. Your higher guidance, your guidance from the divine, you're connected to the divine. I don't know if you can see the connection here to the divine. You have a clear connection to the divine. You are standing in your strength, your presence. You're a leader. You need to speak, you know, you're speaking your knowledge, what you have learned, you're speaking, you're now standing in your strength, standing in your knowledge, speaking your truth, speaking what it is that needs to, you're saying what it is that needs to be said. You're no longer being controlled. There's 2 cards there too, actually. So under that was Rado, movement, journey, and adventure. Okay. So because I saw it now, I'll put it here. So hares move very fast, very quickly. I don't know if you know that. They're wild. I'm getting very wild, free. And I don't know if you see on these rabbit, the ears are wings. So I'm getting that earth angel again, spreading your wings, taking flight, moving forward, quick forward movement, journey, and it's got journey adventure, which is coming out on the creation card, and we talked about, and it talks about exploration. So we have exploration and adventure, which came out in the pre-shuffle. So definitely you're moving forward, you're going on an adventure, you're going on a journey. You could even be traveling for work maybe, but you're guided, and you're cared for at this time. You're protected, and you're asked to speak your truth at this time. And we have a river here. That's reminding me of, what was that message? Sunshine by the river bend. So maybe you're going somewhere where it's really sunny and there's a river flowing through it. Maybe mountains are significant as well. We have, these two which sort of look like mountains. I'm also getting, just then I was getting like sacred geometry is coming through, but sacred sites like, what is it called? The Stonehenge, I think it's called Stonehenge, in Ireland or Scotland, I think it is. Don't quote me on that, but Stonehenge is coming through, like, but mountainous peaks. You're at the peak. You're going to be seen and heard. And you're going to see what it is that needs to be seen. So there may be a truth coming through with that, I'm feeling. But you might intuitively see it first. You might get a vision or a download about a truth, which may cause heartache and pain, I'm feeling. Because I'm actually feeling that as well. Thank you. You can take that back now. Okay, Divine Talents 39. Okay, I'm getting moon magic, blowing your horn, speaking your truth, illusions being cast. I'm getting, so I don't know. I don't know why I got that. I'm getting solar plexus, sunshine, happiness, creativity. You will be blowing your horn. It feels like your divine talents will be speaking the truth. Will be speaking their truth. Like, it's like your talents are going to speak for themselves. Is what I'm getting at. Sorry. There might be also, music may also be significant. Horns may be significant. Recorders, this is not a recorder, but flutes, any of those air instruments may be significant. But you definitely have divine talents. And that's card number 39 too. I don't know if I said that. Which is 12, which makes it come back to a 3. I've been seeing 3, so you may also be seeing 3s. There's 3 there. We also have 4 here, 15, which I get a 6, and 5. So definitely 5s are significant, because I got 555 on the clock earlier. And there's actually, my timer says 39:29 it said, so 39s may also be significant, that number. Oh, and we have 5 here. I just got alerted to 555. Here we go. Okay, Lady Nada. Oh, I love this card. It's so beautiful. This card says to me, taking time to smell the roses. It did come out in the channeled message, which I'll post. Taking time to get out in nature, to sit there, to contemplate, to connect, to smell the roses, to love on yourself. This card so says to me, self-love. Take the time to love yourself. Take the time to smell the roses. Take the time to let the sun. These are some of the things I love. The sun, heating, warming up your skin, when you feel the sun on your face, and when you feel that cool breeze go by, when you sit under a tree in nature, flowers may be significant too. The colours of a rainbow, the colour, like art, painting, may be significant as well. But this is all about soul love, loving self. So I sort of feel like that's what you're doing now. You're loving yourself. You're, opening up to joy, to expansion, to love. Okay, and then we have trust the higher plan. Okay. Trust the divine, trust God, whoever you connect with, whoever you, I can't get the word, whoever is your God, whoever you see as the energy of the earth plane. Green's coming through to me again with this ocean. Oceans aren't usually green unless they're like, so that's standing out to me. And the soul tree, so standing on your own, having a very strong foundation, very rooted into Mother Gaia, very grounded, very stable. This higher plan, higher knowledge. You also may be a starseed. I'm getting that higher connection, that connection with the planets, with the solar system. Heart connection, heart expansion, heart growth, illumination. So maybe you're being illuminated to this higher plan. Maybe you're being illuminated to the fact that you're a starseed. Maybe you're being illuminated to your higher purpose, your plan, which I definitely believe has something to do with the earth and with speaking your truth, blowing the horn on others, blowing the horn on injustices maybe. Listening too. Listening is definitely, hares have huge ears to help them hear things from, that's, I'm getting the branch crack, sort of that noise. So hearing those small things. So I've lost where I was going to then. So hearing the injustices of the world, speaking the injustices of the world, guiding others to the injustices of the world. There's R too on that. This is rado, but there's and most animals I think have markings on them. Oh, maybe not. But this one has got an R on its bum. So R may be significant. Maybe someone with an R name. Maybe rainbows. I'm getting rainbows. Maybe the rump, because that's an R, that's its rump. So maybe rump steak too. I don't know, I don't eat meat, but don't eat red meat. So rump steak may be significant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm getting that, but anyway. Maybe not to eat red rump steak. Okay, and then on the bottom we have hold your center. So just make sure you're connecting to the divine, you're coming back to center, you're getting out in nature, you're relaxing, you're treating yourself, you're loving yourself, you're, giving yourself self-love, cuddling yourself, a lot about that. There's definitely something about the solar systems, the Mars, I don't know, I'm getting Mars, but the green planet. We're the green planet. So it's funny that that's green though, and this is the earth. So I don't know. Take that how it resonates. The deep void. So you may have gone through a dark night of the soul, a deep void as well, into the void to reflect. And now you need to, so you needed to go through that to help you shine your light. But it's over now. The cosmos. Enter the cosmos. Okay, so maybe you need to connect to your star family, connect to the divine, connect to the ethereal realms. Past life activation. And under that's past life activation with the door opening, the door's opening. I think the door of knowledge, the connection is opening. Ancient symbology is significant as well. Being naked with oneself is opening the door to yourself, to knowledge, to your light. Sorry, I've something funny I just noticed on this card. It's like she's going, huh? What's going on? So maybe you're unaware that God is blessing you with something, or the divine is opening a door for you to enter a hidden, I'm getting like a hidden realm. So this may be to your surprise. Okay. You're getting access to something. Why am I getting access denied? No longer denied. I'm getting truth too. Accessing truth. No longer are you denied the truth. No longer will you be denied the truth. Seeing something for what it is. The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay, Joan of Arc, sacred activist, do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. So yeah, definitely something about activism. Oh my God, I can't say that word. Being an activist, fighting for your rights, fighting for Mother Gaia, fighting for people less fortunate, I'm getting, for people that are afraid to stand up for their beliefs. You're fighting for others, standing up for others, being in service to God and the divine, to Jesus, serving the universe, standing up for your beliefs, standing up for others, standing up for the truth, for what's right, blowing the horn on something that needs to, an injustice, blowing the horn on an injustice, exhilaration, brilliance, and stand in your light. So you're no longer backing down. You're no longer, you're standing up for what's right. You're standing in your light. You're showing your light. You're not dimming your light anymore. You're brilliant. You have this brilliant golden light, this rainbow expression, this, okay, sorry. Sanat Kumara, open channel, signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information. So I believe that too, that you are now, the door has opened to this sacred information, to these downloads, to a divine connection, to an enlightenment, to the creative process. The creative juices are flowing. You're activating now. You're activating others. You're activating truth in others. Activating your truth. Serpus Bay with paradigm shift, activation to grow, make the necessary changes. And that's coming over the creation. So going within, going into nature, exploring, experimenting, creating, taking note of ideas, visions, signs, synchronicities, codes, downloads, taking notice of all that information that's coming in. Getting out in nature is a huge thing. Self-love is a huge thing. Rest and relax and hold your center, because you're going to be moving forward. Choose compassion, move forward with grace. So yeah, I believe that you're doing that. You're choosing compassion and moving forward with grace at this time. This is also another deck that I got. So the one I talked about, the dragon deck. Okay, so we have we have Aradia and Niz. Aradia has spoken. Your inner servitude is over, and your beliefs and dependencies are melting away. I'm awakening the magic that will free you. Know that freedom begins in thoughts. So freeing your thoughts. This card's purple, which gives me joy. Also the fire, the redness in her hair, the fire of, you're standing up for your beliefs, you're passionate, you're fiery, you're strong, you're outspoken. But no, your inner servitude is over. Your beliefs and dependencies are melting away. These beliefs that no longer serve you, these dependencies, these codependencies that no longer serve you, you're letting them go. You're changing your thought patterns, you're changing your beliefs, you're changing your mindset, and awakening to the magic that will free you, awakening to, your freedom. Know that your freedom begins with the thoughts. Change your thoughts, change your life. What changes within changes without. So you need to change your internal environment before you can change your external. So beautiful, that card. Okay, yeah, for some reason in this deck we have cats. They're like a joker card. Okay, so we have cat joker. So that's card 24 too, and this is card 13. It is time to take action. You are now in urgent need of structure, order, and clarity. So bringing more structure into your life, bringing more clarity. So we did have, in the pre-show, in the channeled messages, there was something about organization, rearrange, celebrate, contemplate. So you need structure and order. You need to bring that into your life. Solar plexus I'm getting from this card. Yellow, which is happiness. Also knowing your, standing in your truth now, knowing your royalty, knowing your ranking, knowing your position, knowing your rank, knowing that it begins with you, that you need to take the action, you need to move forward on your ideas, your adventures, your explorations, your passions. Oh, okay. This did turn over, I know, missed to get it out. So we have Michael and Solace Dia. You can do it. Do not give up. Follow the path of your wildest dreams. So do not give up. You are almost there. Archangel Michael is here with you, helping you follow your path to your wildest dreams, helping you stand strong, helping you stay rooted and grounded, and fight for what it is that you believe in, fight for what it is you want, and take action on that. Oya and Ainade Aganhindan. Sorry, I cannot say that name. Oya has spoken. The exchange of give and take has become unbalanced, out of kilter. I renew your spirit with wind. I renew your life with fire. So something is definitely out of balance. The give and take. So you are now resurrecting this now. You are now putting it back into balance. You are now standing strong. You are now standing in your power. You are now standing, strong and using the power of the dragon. You are now, calling in your dragon spirit to help you bring in, on the winds of change. I'm getting from that spirit with wind, bringing in the winds of change. Being open to receive. No longer taking, less than you deserve. That's a card 36, 9, 13, 24, 2. 369 may be significant. That's coming through. 999 may be significant as well. Yeah, 39 and 29 may be significant because they come out twice with the thing. We also have 7, 8 and 4. Actually, I might leave that for the dragons. We do have on the bottom, be careful with your words. With some you can harm yourself, so speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. Lousy and sunshine. Definitely sunshine. Sun is shining on you now. The sun, there's a lot of sun energy here. I think you incorporate the energy of the sun. So just make sure that you're not wounding others with your words. Speak with love and compassion. Speak with positivity. Also about self-love, Speak affirmations of self-love. Something about fire too, fire energy. What was I going to say? And know your smile and your words to others. They know that they can help or harm, but a smile can do those small acts of kindness can do a great justice to the world. But just be careful of what words you're speaking. I'm not going to do the tarot because this has been going on for a while now. I might get some angel numbers and maybe 1 or 2 of the healing energy oracles, and then I'm going to close out. Okay, so we have 222, feminine forces. So feminine was coming through a couple of times too, feminine forces. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, just listen. And just be careful of those words. Good times. 2424. You are worthy of affection, leisure and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that they are all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. So be compassionate to others, spread love. Good times are ahead. And then we have new beginnings, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter, a new adventure will unravel. Okay, so new beginnings, new adventures. Look out for the opportunity that's coming in. It'll be a game changer. So take action on the inspiration or the opportunity when it comes in. Knowing that you have Archangel Michael backing you. Okay, and 444. Blessings in disguise. Okay, there might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow into your favor if you've been suffering or feeling lost. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. So blessings in disguise, chaos, bringing hardships, obstacles, challenges, bringing blessings. Okay, just hang in there. The wind, that's been coming out a lot. The winds of change. There's definitely change happening, but it's for the better. It's to bring in new blessings. Shining light, we have. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells within me. So definitely more sun, more shining light, more radiance, more positivity. Purple is significant as well. So third eye and solar plexus. I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and entrust to God. So focus on your beauty. Find the silence. Go within. Let go of what no longer serves you. Trust God and the divine. And then we have return to the heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts, I focus on my heart and find space to be. Where my light and greatness are, I find peace and inner silence. So definitely going back to center, finding your peace, living in the present moment, and returning to the heart, doing things from the heart, from love, from compassion, and letting others know your feelings and knowing that you're a force to be reckoned with. And breathe that light of love. Breathe something about breath work too. It's funny that this is blue colour, but it's the heart. So I get that connection to the divine from that. Heartfelt connections coming through. Knowing that you are the star. Okay, so that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next one. Please give me a like or share this video if it resonated greatly with you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.